There's like 5 golf carts back there. Well, now 4 because one of the guys left, but it was just like, I usually seen 3. I'd seen up to 3 there before, never all 5. That's why I was like, golf cart convention. The maintenance carts. You hear him? Oh. He's driving through a building. Anyways. Oh, yeah.
Parking in a building.
He's parking in the building. It's probably someone in there just moved out. Well, at least everything's not too bad. We got the Max right there. We may be able to actually talk on the platform for a while because it's raining outside and people don't want to stand out in the rain.
Plus it's Thursday. Right?
Yes.
Yes, good.
My arms were damn near non-functional last night. Unless there's a lot of people at the Nike. Oh, they've already got scooped up by the vacuum shuttle. There's these white sprinters that come by and abduct Nike employees. So he sent like a little intro and an outro, and like the back of it, like the bigger text on it says Dashrick, and then beneath that it says My Caffeinated Life, and then there's like coffee beans that look like they're kind of spilled in the background, and I'm like, that's only the screenshot that I saw. I haven't seen it in motion yet, because I got home last night and was just...
Yeah, we were both.
Me more so than you.
Yeah.
I've
been in that state pretty consistently for the last 2 weeks, although not to the extent you were.
I'm like sore in pretty much every single muscle.
Exhausted all the time.
Oh no, I was just sore. I was not exhausted. I was still thinking correctly. I just couldn't pick up my noodle arms. Anything new on your front? We got your doctor appointment tomorrow.
Got a doctor appointment tomorrow. Got my schedule changing as of Monday.
You guys aren't probably going to notice a difference.
Yeah, it's like shifting an hour earlier.
Half an hour earlier. You're taking...
Sorry, I'm getting to work. Going into work an hour earlier.
Half an hour earlier.
An hour earlier.
What?
No, I'm getting off an hour earlier. I'm going in half an hour earlier. See what I mean?
It's a change of half an hour by the max.
Yeah. And if the West arrived in Wilsonville like 10 minutes earlier, wouldn't have to change anything.
Actually, because you get down there at 10:05, you said? You walk into your work?
I walk in the door around 10:05.
Yeah, and now you're moving from a 10:30 to a 10 schedule, so it's just sort of like, hey, this works. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Is that the word for the day? Fuck?
Sure.
God, maybe I should walk up to Freddy's. No, it's rainy. It's the thing is, like, I can deal with rain. I'm just not going to go walking long distances in the rain. So, I just had my afternoon. I thought I was grabbing the raspberry one because I'm trying Washington raspberry from Tillamook, but it's like I don't need to, it's sort of like I'll just get Coffee House if it doesn't taste like it, but I wound up getting the Coffee House one anyway. Raspberry one's right there. Have that ucky mucky day. People on the fleet are being little biznatches right now because I say kitty carrier and they're like, but my character is a Cation and that's racist. And I'm like, first of all, Fleet Chat is not role play, so get your mind back into being human. And 2, it's not racist because, if you're willing to rub up on other characters in the fleet and like purr on them and and ask who's a pretty kitty, then don't get mad when I call the Cation Atrox carrier a kitty crate. Just like, I don't need that level of... My arms are still really weak from last night. I way overdid it. Like, I posted to all the social medias and showed, yeah. The bicep's starting to stick up there a little bit, but it's just sort of like, I don't know how to get I gotta seriously work on the tricep in and of itself. It means I need to do more pushes, not pulling. I just love the rings though. The rings and doing pull-ups, but I need to do push-ups and, the bench press and stuff like that. So it's like, what do I eat? Now I need to just pack myself full of protein. Still just bored. I was watching a video yesterday, watched another one today, but not from the same person, different people, and it made me think of a couple things. And yesterday was from Matt. He designed the intro and the outro. Had a weird strum thing on it, but That spooked me because I wasn't expecting sound on it. Anyways, and I just got done watching one of Ben's videos, and his microphone was halfway across the room, so it was really quiet, so my speakers were way up. Yeah, that got me a little right now. So it's been a while since and it made me kind of wonder, because Matt, sidetracking here, Matt did a video about his old Facebook statuses on his old account. And I was like, okay. I kind of wonder, would I do the same thing? So I went back to roughly around the same date range he was doing. He was doing late 2009. So I went back to late 2009 and I read through half a dozen. I say half a dozen, but I'm meaning like 12, like 18 of them. A dozen and a half. That's what I keep thinking of. I read through a crap ton because apparently I was into really posting a lot then. And I'm not sorry. I don't regret anything that I posted. Nothing. 2009. I was playing Farmville. What's that? Oh, Jackpot Bingo. Well, Mom got me into playing that. Apparently we're still doing with Triumph and Frost emblems on WoW. I'm thinking about buying a trinket. This is the day before Christmas. Apparently I was laughing at Charlie Bit My Finger. God, I wish my roommates would just fight and get everything out in the open rather than sitting back and brooding about everything. There's 3 comments on that. Started wondering, is no one reading my shit? And I found out that my phone turned everything to private. But I'm just not sorry. There's the Cataclysm debut trailer. That was August 25th. So much lag on patch day. Love it and hate it. I have a weird life. I'm just not sorry for anything I said back then. Of course I was, in my late 20s then, so I was already fairly solidified in what I was doing as a person. Already fairly solidified in my personality. I mean, obviously, there are some things that I probably said back then that I don't, but it's so rare in between. Matt seemed like he was a completely different person, like he'd been abducted and replaced. It was like, dude, that was weird. But anyways, the video that I watched today was about weird questions. Tag of a gay couple. They wound up being not American, because they had an accent I could not listen to. But I looked and it made me think, just like with Grace videos and Hannah videos, it's like, I watch them. They're nice. They're funny. But unlike Gala vloggers and a few other people that I watch, Ben, I need more coffee, Huntress, I watch these guys and I see their view count. And I see the view count is like maybe up to 20, and I look and I'm like, man, being mine, I know that view, when you look at that, the view is important, the difference between 18 and 19 is a big deal. But the one that I watched was a weird questions vlog, was like, what's the difference between 6,700 and 6,705? And it's like, why ever become that? Why ever become someone that just mindlessly doesn't worry about my views at all? I mean, technically I don't worry about them as is, but I still look at them. Well, I technically do worry. Technically telling myself not to worry about something makes me worry more. I'm so defiant. I don't know if I've told any of you guys, but apparently there's a cell phone tower right outside our apartment. We haven't figured out where it is. It's either in the light post or whatnot. But there's a lot of people that come right outside our apartment, right down in that little area. You can see, boop, 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 finger move. Over in that area, or they sit down on the steps and they just rock out. Come on, fix yourself. There we are. And they just sit around and they just get on their data and they just sit there for hours. And I'll sit in the bedroom because it's warm-ish now, so I gotta keep the windows open because I'm not running an air conditioner even though we have one. And it gets muggy in here. Anyways, sidetracking. And I'll listen to them having conversations. Like they'll talk out loud to their phone like they're verbalizing their texts, but they're still typing because I stood there and watched someone once. And I'm like, I can hear everything they're doing. I can carry on a conversation with them. Like, there was someone talking about, the most illegal of things. Not the most illegal. I mean, obviously not blowing up the moon or something, but definitely it was drug use, drug related. Anyways, I've sidetracked. We'll call this a recovery day. Muscle, brain. But yeah, back to the views thing. I watch mine, but I don't. My views still count, but is there a point to where I will get where I just see my views and even they don't matter? From what I can tell about how the channel seems to be growing lately, that's going to be a long time off. A lot can change in 5 years. 1 year. Hell, in 1 year ago, I was still tubby beyond all belief. If you guys have watched the old ones that I've been posting, no, they're already posted. I'm linking to as close to a year. Mostly the weekend ones are the ones that get weird. Fuck. I will catch you guys tomorrow for a coffee shop review. I'm gonna flat out say this right here. It was pre-recorded. We have an eye appointment with Aaron tomorrow, as you know, and we are just, I don't know how long it's going to be. Let alone he's gonna need to be sitting in the dark, because they have to dilate the eyes to no end. So we will catch you guys both Monday, which will be a road trip to Medford. So enjoy the coffee shop review. Bye.